Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, I gotta do two quick announcements before we actually get to the Furnace strategy. One, the channel has just turned 1 year old. Yes, you heard that right. May 26, 2024 is when I started the channel. Today is May 26, 2025. So cool. Such a big thank you to all of you for all the amazing support. We're almost at 43,000 subscribers. And what I wanted to do for a little bit of a thank you is I'm going to give away 5 gold passes for this video. All you got to do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max one entry. All the winners will be posted after tomorrow night's video, so in 24 hours. And now, all the other guidelines you can actually check in the pinned comment and description of the video. For the second announcement, I have been asked so much for this strategy. I got the benefit to just stand back and watch every other creator kind of post on it, do some tweaks. I took in all that feedback, and this is the strategy I came up with. So I first have to shout out some people. Sumeet007 is the one that showed off the strategy on his channel. Mighty Mike Gaming is the one that came up with it. I think Shaw Clash of Clans has done a bunch. He's my buddy. He does great work. Make sure to check him out. Make sure to check all of those guys out, actually. And now I've come up with this version. I've made some tweaks to it. I like the 3 Earthquake spells, 2 obviously for the Fireball, 1 for the World Champion, and the Rocket Spear to make it a little bit even better to get some more oomph out of it. I've seen some people run the Rage. I think Shock was running the Rage. I think Mighty Mike had the Rage too. I could be wrong there. I dropped it. I like to add in the Poison spell, even though sometimes I do go for the CC. I think it provides some value to have it in your back pocket and then add in that extra invisibility to either use it for the World Champion charge, which I usually limit to 3 to 5 invisibilities, or I also like to have it just to direct a bigger fireball. But that's up to you to decide and work and tweak what you like. But I have not had many time fails with this army. I'll see you guys in the first friendly challenge, and then we'll do some Legends attacks. As you can see, this replay still has 35 seconds available, so time has not been too big of an issue for me. I really like having these 6 balloons, easy to tank for my healers. Alongside the boogers, my healers rarely ever go down. But for my fireball target, I like to go near the CC. And you're probably like, well, Aki, if you take down the CC, you don't really need the poison spell, don't you? Well, the reason I say that is sometimes you're not going to get the CC every time, so I like having the poison in my back pocket. And then it also does help having clumped up heroes sometimes. I know a lot of people like to pair up the king with the minion prince, so having like a poison there is also great too. But another reason is the CC always has a ton of value beside it. So what I'm going to do is get my World Champion charge to set up my Fireball. Max invisibilities that I like to use for the World Champion are like 3 to 5. I really just feel for it. If I can get that proper buildings down, then I'm good to go. So watch this. If I can land on the monolith, I'm fine. So I can either charge in towards this left-hand side at this wizard tower or the right-hand side at this wizard tower. Both options are totally fine. I chose the right-hand side. No particular reason here. Again, it is pretty much the same entry. And then I'm going to get, remember, just count the invisibilities. I'm going to get 1 invisibility here at 2 minutes 56 seconds, and then so on and so forth at 2 minutes 46 seconds, 2 minutes 36 seconds. As many invisibilities up to like that 3 to 5 range. Here comes in my second one. I'm going to take down this ricochet cannon, and then watch. I'm going to take down this multi-archer tower. I was thinking my World Champion is going to go towards the Expos, but she actually goes back towards this Fire Spitter, so I had to use another invisibility. So now I'm at this point, I'm at 4, and I'm like, oh dang, that's fine. Once I get the Fire Spitter, I'm going to recall so none of the CC comes out. Then I can get my Warden placed here at this Elixir Collector, and I'm going to start lining up my invisibilities. I'm going to get one on this Ricochet Cannon, on the Expo and Air Defense, get the Earthquakes, Fireball, boom. Now, I thought the Warden was going to walk towards this Ricochet Cannon. That's why I got these Furnaces down, but he actually goes towards the top side. This is not too bad. I'm okay with this. That's when I adjusted. Now I'm going to pause here. We've dealt and know where the Warden's going now. We've launched his Fireball, so we're good to go. I'm going to have him going towards the top side. With the World Champion, I like to provide her a Earthquake spell and then pop her ability for a section of the base. I thought it would be great if I can have my King and Queen with the Siege Barracks right kind of at this barracks to clear this bottom side and walk in towards this backside area, in towards that Fire Spitter. My World Champion with her Earthquake spell does great at the top side, so I'll stay a little bit zoomed out here because a couple things start going on at once, because you do not want to delay the attack to the point where you're just kind of sitting and waiting. Faster you go, I feel like you'll never really time fail. Even this being a slower attack. King and Queen down with the Siege Barracks. Warden's walking up. I'm going to support him with some more Furnaces here, and then look, I'm going to get this Earthquake in at any point here. We're just going to watch. Hopefully you guys can see actually, but there goes the World Champion. Now we don't really have to watch that. We're going to let it do its thing. At this point, I could have probably put a poison spell down on the king and minion prince. I was a tad bit slow there. King and queen are doing great at the bottom side. I've got balloons that I'm just slowly pathing in towards these healers to make sure they don't get hit by anything. Hence why I like bringing in 6. I think it's a good amount. You can obviously lower that if you want to add in some additional cleanup troops. If you say like a Valkyrie, baby dragon, whatever you like. Pop the king ability here, and as you can see, the royal champion does end up going down. I still have not used the poison spell. These 2 invisibilities are used either. I like to use it for the queen or to keep my warden alive in case he gets locked onto. In this case, we ripped through that ricochet cannon. We're pretty good here. I used the poison finally on the minion prince. I took long enough to do that, and king, but we're going to be fine here. This one cloned queen was locking in towards the scattershot. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Decide to use it, and then we swag one of the invisibilities because we do not need it. Queen up, king up, warden up, we get the 3-star. So lovely, lovely stuff. I thought we'd just slowly break this down because I do know it's going to help a bunch. But now I will see you guys in Legends League where we'll try this out and see if we can do well. Okay, it's time to attack here. Let's see if we can get the Legends attacks going. Oh, I was clicking the wrong button there. Wow, I'm silly, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. I want a fireball near the town hall. That'd be sweet because of that invisibility tower. But how do I actually build towards that funnel? I can kind of go from this moat here from the top side. If I can get out this mortar, I can lock in towards this monolith, and then that fireball goes crazy. So let's try doing that. Let's get in our royal champion here. First invisibility down soon, but I'm actually going to just delay it because she can eat this damage, and I don't need to waste it. So, because my Spirit Fox is safe, and I actually think that was a very smart decision to do. At this point, I'm going to get the next invisibility in. She goes towards the expo. That was awesome pathing. I love that. Now I'm probably going to invest maybe one more. Take out this multi-archer tower. Once I take that down, I'm probably good to recall. We don't need to do too much else. I'm going to get the warden with the healers at the top side. Double invisibility here. Earthquakes. Fireball. Look at that. Boom. Crushed. Now we're going to support the warden with 3 furnaces. We're going to let him do his thing. Maybe a 4th furnace because that expo did lock on. I'm going to go siege barracks with the furnace. King, queen. I'm going to give 2 loons as well. I sometimes forget about that. Now we're going to look for a side to earthquake and take out some of these buildings. Right here is good. Pop the RC. 2 more furnaces. King's doing great. I'm going to open up the walls. Maybe provide them another furnace. More loons to tank. So far, everything is actually looking really, really nice. I'm just going to get some more distraction in here. More loons. Queen's doing good. We still have 4 invisibilities, and I can actually turn this in to a mini charge here for the royal champion. Get some more value. Poison spell on the warden minion prince area. I'm going to send in some headhunters down here. Another invisibility on the royal champion. Hopefully she can take care of that ricochet cannon. My warden's still healthy, but I got to make sure he stays in at the town hall range. But everything's looking really, really nice right now. I'm getting enough tank in. Town hall's going to go down, no problem. Warden is going to get lured, but the queens are there, and that's fine. I should have the healing available to get through the backside, but look at this. We just swarmed the base, and there's 55 seconds still left. So this is what I love about the attack strategy. Even though we lost our healers here, we're still going to get the job done. It was ridiculous. So much fun to just see happening. Look at all these fire mites coming in. We lost our troops, but look how quick we were. Oh my gosh. I feel like if we were a little bit cleaner, obviously I've done a bunch of practice with it. Not as much in Legends League as I'd like, but hey, we got the first 3-star. Really, really fun stuff to see. I will see you guys now in the next attack. Okay, before we do another Legends League attack, I can already hear some people say, Aki, does it work against double poison, multi-infernos where the furnaces are going to be in some trouble? I say yes. We're going to try it against this base right here from my clanmate, and we're going to see how it does. He's used this base a lot, I think, in hard mode wars. Held up there. I think he's had decent success with it in Legends League, so let's see if we can kind of get it down. This fireball, though, is a little bit tricky. I would love to take out the CC because there's 2 more multi-infernos by it. Can I really land a fireball in there? Might be a little bit difficult, but I actually think I can set a very nice path towards there to at least give myself a shot. If I enter from this ricochet cannon, we might be able to have a ton of fun. After that, we can plan our king and queen, but our army's ready. Let's see if we can get this done. So RC in towards this ricochet cannon. Make sure the Spirit Fox doesn't take too much damage. First invisibility is down. No shots taken. That was perfect. And now she's going to go for this Expo next. Totally fine by me. I'm actually going to make it invis here because I know she'll path towards the air defense and then run back down towards the multi-inferno. I don't want to lure the CC, so I'm not going to do too big of a walk here. Next invisibility down. That was perfect. Here comes a part of the CC, which is fine. And I'm going to just recall at this point. That's all good. I'm going to get the Warden in. We're going to go healers. We're going to go 3 furnaces to distract. And then at this point, I got to make sure I don't lose my Warden, especially because of the Headhunter. But we're going to get our invisibilities in. And I'm going to land on that Inferno. Boom. Fireball. Perfect. We should be able to take care of the rest of the CC. At this point, more furnaces in to help the Warden. For the bottom side, I'm going to get the Siege Barracks down here with a Furnace to help. King and Queen, opposite side of the Warden. More furnaces in there. Roll Champion to take out a section of the base. She actually does well over there in that corner. Again, more furnaces. Balloons to help tank. Pop the King ability early, get in towards this compartment. I'm going to go Super Wall Breaker here for that compartment as well. I'm going to use more balloons over here if I see any traps. Headhunter for the enemy RC. Poison Spell maybe for the minion print is what I'll save that for. I have invisibilities for a bunch of things. I can use it on my Queen or I can use it on my Warden. But my Warden's doing fine. It actually might be best suited for my Queen. I'm going to go Poison Spell on the minion prints. Queen's still doing amazing. Another invisibility there. Warden's coming from the top side. I'm going to get some archers in for cleanup. As you can see, I've deployed pretty much everything. But the thing with this strategy, and I'm having a ton of fun with, is there's still 55 seconds left in this battle. Yes, it looks like we don't have that much force left. But with the giant and those queens doing work, they are going down now. But that's still more than enough for me because my Warden's going to be able to play cleanup here. I need to make sure I take care of that Expo actually because that's the thing that's doing the most damage to me. But the boogers have got that cleaned. And we're going to get ourselves another 3-star. Seriously, double poison, multi-infernos. They don't stand a chance. Time's not an issue. We still had 30 seconds left. Let's go see if we can end the video off with a 3-star in Legends League. Okay, now for the final attack. Let's see if we can end this video off with a 3-star. We've got everything locked and loaded. Hit attack here. Let's see what we can do. Well, come on. If we can fireball one of these Expos, that would be amazing. But I also got to set up a path up towards there. Any of these compartments, really, even the monolith is amazing. So I can make that split and then decide later from this bottom time wizard tower or the top side wizard tower. Really does not matter. I actually might just go for the top side because the queen's there. Rather, I can get some damage off on her. Let's get the roll champion in. I'll get the first invisibility down just like this. Make sure she doesn't take too much damage. Spirit Fox is safe too. And we are good. So remember, 3 to 5 invisibilities is what I like to use. We're only on our second one here, which is fine. We're going to go in towards that fire spitter as well. Need to make sure my roll champion just stays clear of too much damage. Next invisibility in. I should probably be able to get one more round of invis, and then I'm not going to push it because I'm going to try saving my Spirit Fox. So I'll just recall actually. Now I can get my Warden in, 3 furnaces, healers. And let's lock in this fireball a little bit further than I probably would like to aim. But I think we've got that Expo on target. Look at that fireball. Just amazing. I'm going to give more furnaces here for the Warden. He's going to walk down this side. No problem. He should not be too stressed. Now at this point, I'm going to get the King and Queen. For the opposite side, I'm going to go Siege Barracks. Super Wall Breaker. Let's go 2 loons for the healers like I always like to do. Furnace. King, Queen. Another furnace for cleanup. More loons. More furnaces. Oh my gosh. No. Oh. Those loons are actually a bad thing. They decided to lure my Warden. But you know what? That's not bad. He can snipe out that Town Hall. That's fine because I can use invisibilities on him if I need to keep him alive. Pop the Queen ability. Maybe an invis on her to push through. I'm going to go Earthquake spell over here. Roll Champion ability. Warden's still doing fine. Let's see. 3 loons over here. Why not? Warden's still pushing. I'm hoping I can fire off a decent king shot. Right now is fine to take down that monolith area. Warden's still doing good. Pop a super wall breaker here. Poison spell. And then, you know, we're going to send in a headhunter. So my roll champion made it through. Queen, everything is pretty much down at this point. We're left here, but our warden is probably going to join up with the RC now. But even if she does, that's fine. My king's going to go down, but he still has the Phoenix. Look at this. Much better job. And look, I am not struggling with this army in time. I don't know what it is. Some people do struggle. I feel like we find the version that works best for us. We've done great with speed. I like these spells. If you want to make some changes to and you find something better, please drop that in the comment section below because we can all learn from it. Remember to enter for the 5 gold passes for the birthday year. We've turned 1 year old on this channel, which is so cool to think. Thank you all so much for all the support. It really does mean the world to me. You guys have changed my life. I will see you guys soon in the next upload. Peace out.